Man, maybe I should go back to one video a week.
Do you really think so?
I mean, I spend half of my weeks researching, writing, recording, and editing. I really only get one day to do what I want, and I still have plans for those days. Maybe it'd be best if I drop back to just Monday videos so I can better breathe, putting my Warhammer Wednesday video into a once-a-month thing instead?
Do you really think that'll be best for you? Removing something you enjoy doing and cutting your weekly plans apart?
I mean, no, I like having a plan, and I don't know what I'd do with my extra day or two. Maybe make videos longer? YouTube really likes the long-form content.
But do you like doing that?
No, not really. I did that for one April video because I thought it'd be funny as hell to have an hour-long video come out on April 1st, and you know what? It really was. That video still gets some views and will randomly get a comment. I actually really like making the 2 videos a week. It gives me a set schedule I can stick to, gives me things to look forward to, and gives me a reason to get up in the morning and get to work. It also gives me a reason to push my company to be better, so I like it. So let's talk about the best of the worst. We've got one Legion left, although something in the back of my head says I'm forgetting one. One with multiple heads. Maybe 2 Primarchs too? But also 1,000? But that's unimportant now. I'll figure it out in the future. Now, let's talk about the Luna Wolves. The Luna Wolves were the first Legion to be given their Primarch, Horus Heresy, and they're the 16th Legion. Fun fact, most of the Legion are from Earth, and the Primarch was raised on the world of Chthoniya, and was taught by gangers and criminals, even disappointing most of them. His own Legion would make fun of him for his accent, because he often faked a Terran accent in order to fit in with his sons. Now, I've stated each Legion is specialized with some crap. The 1,000 Sons being psychics, the White Scars being vehicle combat, the Emperor's Children being hit-and-run tactics, and so such. The Luna Wolves are primarily stormtroopers. Get in, basic battle, get out. Though Horus was a master negotiator, which is great for stormtrooper tactics since the stormtroopers instill fear while the leader negotiates peace. We all know what happened to Horus though. Made some friends, brother's son decided to steal a knife, new friends freaked out and stabbed him, friend's son played doctor and used the stolen knife to corrupt his soul so that the deities of the dark beyond would whisper madnesses into his ear and drive him into insanity until his final breath, where he realized that what he'd done and how badly he fucked up everything. But who's the best of the worst? Obviously not Abaddon, a guy who's got depression after his Primarch fell and went fishing in the Eye of Terror for nearly 10,000 years. No! What about... I don't actually know a lot of the Luna Wolves. Turn to the Sons of Horus, turn to the Black Legion by name. I know there's a small group in the Inner Circle, all of which were company captains, but I can only recall 3 names. Abaddon, Horus, sometimes called Little Horus, and our subject for today, Garviel Loken, sometimes called Garviel Loken. My writing prop desperately trying to get me to spell it Gabriel Loken. Now, Garviel Loken is often considered a favorite character because of his death, which led to the best of the worst of the war dogs beating the worst of the word bearers to near death. Seriously, fuck Erebus. Garviel Loken was the captain of the 10th Company of the Luna Wolves. He was one of the Mournival, which is the inner circle of the Primarch Lupercal. He is considered to be the most loyal to the Emperor in the 16th Legion. And when the Traitor Legion started to betrayal by culling their numbers of the Loyalists, Abaddon, first captain, also known as the Praetor of the Luna Wolves and Sons of Horus, was sent down to take out the 10th captain. Everyone thought that Abaddon won the fight, Loken fleeing after a grievous wound, and he went insane, renaming himself to Cerberus. Eventually, he got recruited after surviving Istvan III by another loyalist of the Death Guard, Nathaniel Garro. Why is his name normal? But let's talk a bit more about other things, because we'll get into his life after the heresy at the end of this video. So, let's talk about him a bit. Loken's job in the Mournival was to simply say no. Seriously, his job title was Naysmith, to give counter-arguments to everything so that Horus could hear the reason he may be wrong. And because of this, he was one of the uncorrupted Horus's favorite because he knew he needed to have his pride put in check. Now, when the Great Crusade was winding down, right before Horus got stabbed and corrupted, a daemon got into the Vox system of the ship of the Luna Wolves, and Loken was sent out to hunt. Oh no. Oh god, I have to say it. Okay, voice time.
My name is Samus. Samus is my name. That is the only name you'll hear. I am the one who walks behind you. I am the footsteps at your back. I am the man beside you. Look out! I am all around you, Samus! I am the end and the death.
Oh, that hurt. Okay. Samus. He hunted Samus, the daemon who shows up, screams his name, dies, and doesn't explain shit. But note that last line in his catchphrase. I am the end and the death. What's the Siege of Terra trilogy called? The end and the death. I genuinely think this daemon has more power than anyone knows. And Garviel Loken was sent to kick his teeth in. Later on, Loken and the Mournival worked with the Emperor's children on a world called Murder, very on point there, or at least nicknamed that, and they made friends with some of the ECs, which led to some revelations of the heresy about to come up. Garviel either didn't believe them or chose to disregard them, as he was on Istvan III when the bombs fell. He and Abaddon went toe-to-toe, one wielding a mighty chainsword while Abaddon held a normal-ass sword. Not even a power sword, just a normal fuck-off sword. Wait, Abaddon's name is Ezekiel? His name is Kyle? Kyle Abaddon! Laugh at this man for his name. Ha! No wonder he started calling himself Abaddon the Despoiler. Now, Loken survived the drop site massacre and he fled to recover, growing insane with the events. Nathaniel Garro, formerly of the Death Guard, now working for Malcador at the tail end of the heresy, was on the Eisenstein on a return investigation of Istvan III, and Garro found a madman calling himself Cerberus. Cerberus was Loken, obviously, and during the Return of Terra, the ship was attacked by Nurgle plague zombies, not to be confused with plague bearers, but maybe to be confused with poxwalkers, but not exactly. But the poxwalkers' abilities kind of go hand in hand with the ideas of zombies. The insane Loken slaughtered down the zombies and showed absolutely zero signs of corruption, something that Garro couldn't even say about himself as he didn't trust his own power. Malcador checked out Loken, who was completely psychologically broken and physically beaten, and found him to be completely 100% loyal, and was brought in to be upgraded. His former Luna Wolf's gene seeds were removed and replaced with new ones from an unknown, bigger, and more psychic Primarch. The Space Marine's psychic powers were increased, and he became one of the founders of the Grey Knights, which is kind of awkward now that we know more about what the Grey Knights need to do if the Biggie decides he needs to pee. But that's my best of the worst for the Luna Wolves, Garviel Loken. Now I'm going to— yeah!
Was that the squid? Yeah, I think it was. Is the camera still rolling? Any of you know how to turn it off?
Yeah, I think what we do is tell everyone watching to shove off.